Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Honeybee here for another Wise Choices Wednesday. Now, today I want to talk to you about something that you may not have thought of before, and that's planning for being angry. Isn't that a weird thing to think about? You know, being angry sometimes just jumps up on us out of nowhere like surprise, you're angry. Surprise, your brother took your toy. Surprise, you can't have dessert after dinner. And anger can just jump up on us, right? Sneak attack. But when we're not angry, is a great time to talk about what to do when we are. Because when we're angry, our brain isn't using all of its beautiful brain power. So let's talk about your big, beautiful, wonderful brain. You have such a beautiful brain that if we imagine your fist, make a fist like this. If we imagine this as your brain, we can think about all the parts of your brain that have to stay together, thinking, for you to do all the things you do every day. You have a beautiful brain stem, and it supplies all the power to your brain. You have a lovely hippocampus that has all the filing cabinets of all your memories. It also is the part that tells you to be scared or worried or hungry or thirsty or happy. You have a beautiful, beautiful guard dog to your brain here. And this guard dog to your brain, it's like a lizard brain, and it tells you your fight or flight, right? And he's the one that tells you if you're not safe or if you are safe. And he's the one who's like, and he wants to run away or he wants to fight about things. He is right here next to your hippocampus. And then you have this top part that's still growing called your prefrontal cortex. Can you say that? Prefrontal cortex. All right. These three parts, they work together to help you make good, solid decisions. And right now, your prefrontal cortex is still growing and is still becoming very strong so that when you're an adult, you can make wonderful decisions. Right now, your prefrontal cortex isn't fully developed. And so sometimes this prefrontal cortex is where you learn and think and grow all of your smarts. It's also where you make really good decisions. Sometimes when the upstairs part of your brain and the downstairs part of your brain don't talk because this silly lizard likes to try to get out, it's called flipping your lid. So the part of your brain that's worried or scared connected to the part of your brain that likes to throw a fit isn't talking to the part of your brain that makes good decisions. Sometimes when you're angry or upset, you can flip your lid. Now, kids do it, adults do it. Flipping your lid sometimes just happens because that crazy guard dog lizard over here, he likes to just get out and run amok. The problem with that is when our downstairs brain and our upstairs brain aren't talking, our lizard brain tells us that we're not safe or that things are not okay, even when they are just fine. We're just upset. Did you know that? So, in order to help our upstairs brain stay connected to our downstairs brain so that when we do get upset and worried, our lizard brain doesn't get out of his little cage right here, we have to have a plan for how we will respond when we are angry or scared. The plan is something that we can put into our upstairs brain and say, aha, this is exactly how we'll respond. This is what we'll do with the mad that we feel. And then our downstairs brain can stay connected to our upstairs brain and we won't flip our lids and throw a little fit and probably get in trouble because parents don't like that. Neither do teachers. Neither do we. It's afterwards we feel really sad. And our lizard brain's like, sorry. And our upstairs brain is like, get back in that cage. Calm down, lizard. And it's just better if that lizard stays in his cage. So let's start talking about what to do with the mad that you feel. What are some things that you do with the mad that you feel to calm yourself down so that you don't flip your lid? Maybe you take a deep breath, or several deep breaths. Maybe you get a hug from someone you care about. Maybe you think about what good will happen next if you're just patient and wait and see. Because sometimes when we're angry, we don't have all the information. Maybe we find a quiet place to be alone so that if we're feeling upset in our bodies, we can calm down before we come back together. You can make a plan for what to do with the mad that you feel. Today, you'll listen to a video from one of my favorites, Mr. Rogers. And he'll talk about what he does with the mad that he feels. And you might be surprised by it because it's not something I ever even thought of. But it's a skill for him and it's something that he uses. So, what can you do with the mad that you feel? How can you keep your lizard brain in his cage so that you don't flip your lid when things get upsetting? I hope today you make the wise choice of making a plan for what to do with the mad that you feel. That way, whenever you do start to feel mad and that sneaky ninja madness, sneaky anger pops out of nowhere, you'll know how to handle it and you won't flip your lid. That would be a very wise choice. I hope you have a great Wise Choices Wednesday. Goodbye.